Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hypnotic Touch. Thank you for joining me. Lena, Pretty Brown Eyes. Miss Gerald, thank you for coming. Cheryl Brown, thank you for being here. South Carolina Honey. Sugar Plum, thank you for being here. Kind to me. Nice to see you. Nessa A. The Church of Diet Melanin, thank you for coming out. Um, D D Love, thank you for coming out. Nurse Shay, it's good to see you. Leslie, it's good to see you as well. I am here for the show. Let's go. Hey girl, how you doing? Lady Nika, thank you for coming out. Okay. So, um, who is this? Eve Dallas, thank you for being here. Unwind with Miss Messy. Hey Miss Messy, what's going on? Girl, you in the right place, girl. Okay. Sandy Twin, thank you for being here. Big Set, how are you? Good to see you. And I would like to thank Vanessa J for being here, Hudson J for being here. And if I missed anyone, please forgive me. That was not my intention. So let's get started. So we all know Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim, how are you doing? Sandy, how are you doing? Karen Spencer, good to see you. Um, who is this? Melody Joy, thank you for being here. Bob Buddha Bell, thank you for being here. Sincere, thank you for being here. Hey girl, hey Body Electric, what you doing? Ronnie, thank you for joining me. Um, okay, so Sassy Francis. Okay, so we know that we have had an eventful couple of days. William Carruthers. William Carruthers, child. I am surprised, William Carruthers. Can you guys hear me, first of all? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I've been talking, and I haven't asked the pertinent question, which is, can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Let me be sure. I see you. Thank you guys for taking the poll. Thank you guys for thank you. You can hear me. All right, thank you. Okay, I'll continue. Thank you guys for let me know. So, Big Man TV, what's going on? Big Man TV, do not use that type of verbiage over here or you will be blocked. This is Ronnie Q's crib. There's no castles over here and there's no queens over here that are looking for attention. So can you please delete your comment, Big Man TV? Okay. So Bird, what you doing? How you doing? All right. So we have seen. Now I was waiting on just read my book to come out with her side of the story. So we have seen what has gone on with just read my book and Dovie. So it was very interesting. And I must say, I am of the opinion, and this is only my opinion, that a lot is being left out of the story on both of these women's side. And these are just my opinions. And I'd like to thank Something Sweet for this screensaver that I have. Something Sweet, the content creator Something Sweet put that together. You see, we got a casino, we got the ingredients for some syrup, we got some Sprite, some Jolly Ranchers, and some cough medicine. This cough medicine is a little stronger than Benadryl. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about. I don't think you can make lean with Benadryl, but I've never made lean. But I thought it had to be something with codeine in it personally. So let's talk about what's going on in the YouTube streets. So we have Dovie that came out, and Dovie came out and she did a live, and then just read my book, start talking real loudly over the live. And we know that the police were called out several times. So we've been there, done that. Okay, so Dovie went live the next day, laid up in her air-conditioned room, and Dovie was talking a little more shit. Dovie was getting a little more crunk with it. Dovie, was like, yeah, I did it. I said it, and that's what it is. You don't like it? Oh, well. So we saw all of that happen. So everybody was waiting on Miss Boyd. How you doing? Everybody was waiting on, hey, Trey Jermaine and Miss Boyd, Dr. Soapy, HTX Sweetie. Everybody was waiting on uh, Just Me My Book to come out with what she was going to say. So, yeah, last night, Just Read My Book went live, and Just Read My Book has some interesting things to say about what went on with Dovie. Just Read My Book says that she gave Dovie, she told Dovie to come to her because Dovie was stranded at the bus stop with no money and nowhere to go, and she invited Dovie over because she hated to see Dovie out there like that. Now, Dovie gets there, and it's my understanding that Just Read My Book just was going to let her hang out at her house, wasn't going to charge her any rent, and it was in fact Dovie that came up to her to say, like, I insist on having to touch myself. I insist on giving you some rent. So Just Read My Book told her she'd have to think on it, and they came to an agreement. So there's that. So now I'm wondering, did Dovie try to, now I'm just spinning things around in my head because I know both of them. I've known both of their asses left out a whole lot of pertinent information. So I'm wondering, did Dovie approach her about giving her some rent money to secure residency at Just Read My Book's house? What do you guys think? I mean, that is a way to say, no, I'm a tenant here, I pay rent. So it wasn't poised to Dovie at first. So do you guys think that Dovie is that slick and was the one who initiated that? She insisted for a reason. Okay. So I thought about that. I don't know if it's true, but these are some of the things that are going through my head. And I'm not saying anything that's going through my head is fact. These are all things that are just going through my head and I'm wondering about. So it ain't love. You can speak to everybody individually. If you was talking mess to people individually, you could. No, I'm just kidding. So okay, so Just Read My Book also said something to the effect that Dovie was bringing things in her house and filling up her refrigerator. Well, she got Dovie these connections to get a job so she'll have an income so she can stack her some money. So when her place was ready, that she was a property manager, and she would look for a place for. She found 3 places for Dovie, and she basically said that Dovie messed it up by kept bugging the people before the places were ready and talked herself out of these places. So then she said that she hooked her up with some other services that would give her money for food, Uber rides, and I forget what the other money for food and Uber rides. And there was another thing that was hooked up financially through Just Read My Book. And Just Read My Book said she didn't do anything illegal, but she knew the loopholes to go around to get Dovie what she needed. So she tried to secure Dovie's security there with her. And so there was that. So Just Read My Book was out here last night telling her side of the story. Hey, Emma Renee, how you doing? Okay, so we heard Just Read My Book, and Just Read My Book came out here. Oh, no. Just Read My Book came out here, and she had her, oh, no. Okay, Just Read My Book came out here, and she was masked up and everything, and she just was telling her side of the story. So then we get to Dovie. We got to Dovie. So Dovie responded. Now, what else did she say? Just Read My Book. She had a couple of things of wine. She had to go back and refresh her wine. She had a mask on. She said that she had dinner work that day and she was busy. So, she just couldn't come on, and she just had to make time to come on, which is understandable. I know people get busy. And so she came on when she could come on. So it just kind of, and she said that she did not lock Dovie out, and that Dovie could come back in the same door that she had come in, and Dovie sat out there for all those hours, and Dovie was making it people believe like she couldn't get in the house, and it was a play that Dovie was doing. But I have questions. If Just Read My Book admittedly was in there listening to Dovie say that, I guess she didn't feel like it was her duty to go out there and tell her she wasn't locked out. So she just let her sit out there and in the heat, thinking she was locked out, allegedly. So there's that. So what do you guys think about that? Did you guys think that I certainly wouldn't want anybody taking my car to a mechanic and having a mechanic to do something to my car. Just reading my book, think Dovie is very jealous and jealous of the relationship that she has with her own daughter, and she exhibited some of that behavior. But I definitely would not want anybody taking my car to any type of mechanic to have them do anything to my car if that did happen. And I definitely would not want anybody to just assume that they have free use of my car unless I told them that. So just read my book said something to the fact that Dovie seemed to be very comfortable with saying she's going somewhere and saying, well, the key's not here. So, hey, Indigo, how you doing? So then Dovie comes live this morning. Dovie was sitting in a park this morning, and I thought she was sitting in a park. I got there late. I always get everywhere late. You guys know how it is. So Dovie came to her live, and she wanted to have a few things and discuss a few things about Just Read My Book. And Just Read My Book also said something very curious. She said that Dovie always walked around with with bottles of Robitussin. She kept Robitussin, and she kept insisting that making sure that we know that Dovie is a Tussin girl. Dovie must have been raised with Chris Rock mama. Remember Chris Rock did the joke where every time they got sick, his parents grabbed the Robitussin because they were so poor and they couldn't afford any other medicine, or they couldn't afford to go to the doctor. So whatever they was ailing them, they tell them, go grab the Robitussin, go get you some Tussin. If you knocked yourself up on the head, you better rub some Tussin on it. So maybe that is what's going on with Dovie and the Robitussin. Maybe she think that it's a cure-all for all that ails her, but it kind of sounded like something else was being alluded. I'll put it that way. I will say it sounded like something else was being alluded to, and you really can't. She'd be better off if somebody was trying to get a little high or anything off of any type of over-the-counter cough medicine. I would definitely say that you need to go get you some NyQuil, because I had never taken that liquid NyQuil, and I took some liquid NyQuil one day and I was totally messed up. So I don't think Robitussin would be the best thing. I think that liquid NyQuil, I felt like I was drunk as a skunk, and the next thing I know, I had passed out sleep. And so there's that. So she also alluded to that Dovie mismanaged her medication, and it was just a lot of stuff. And Just Read My Book said that she was just being helpful to Dovie, and Dovie didn't appreciate it. Dovie did not thank her when she left. So there is improvement most definitely on Dovie. She was talking about how Dovie showed her ass, and Dovie definitely seemed like she was trying to get under Just Read My Book skin that final day that she was there. So that's what happened with Dovie with Just Read My Book statements about what Dovie how Dovie acted when she was at her home. So Just Read My Book came out, and she said that she had dental work, so she had to wear a face mask to cover her teeth. But she was drinking. She said that she chipped her tooth, and I don't know, maybe her nerve endings weren't showing, but she had a couple of cocktails as she told the story. She was unable to get her paper that she had written her notes on. But I know I'm like Kwani. I'm like Kwani on this one. If I know what I know, I don't have to. If I live this tragedy, this telenovela, I really don't need any notes to come out and say what happened. But Just Read My Book, maybe she wanted to make sure that she covered all the bases. So I'm not going to fault her for that. But she definitely had notes, and she had set up the live. And I don't understand why she didn't have the notes. They Do they check ID for all Serps or just some? They check ID for Serps that have codeine, and those are not sold over the counter. They do not have Robitussin. Robitussin is sold over the counter in my state. So I know there are some states where you can't even buy, what is that? Is it Mucinex over the counter? Because they say that they make that meth with it. Is it Mucinex? Not Mucinex. I can't think of that medication. It's some tablets, but and I'm like, you can't buy this over the counter. You can't buy it over the counter, and they make you sign. They make you sign a paper for it, even though it's an over the counter drug. They keep it behind the counter. So, hey, Ebony, how you doing? So, yeah, that's what I know about Robitussin. It does not have codeine in it. So I thought that, hey, Angie Dickinson, I thought, just Ned, how you doing? I thought that it was 20 put on 10 about that Robitussin. Sudafed. Yes, Sudafed. That's what I'm thinking of. Sudafed. Yes. So, hey, the only Empress. Let me see. After so much that happened day by day with Miss Dovie, I need notes. Now so I can keep up. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like I said, I'm not going to fault her for needing notes because it was a lot that actually went on. CMAC TV, how you doing? Zero Lightness. You have to give a driver license for some. Yes. So, yeah, there's that. So, you can get all the Robitussin with Tylenol in Canada, but not here. Okay. So it must be that Tylenol 3 that is in Robitussin. Hey, Soul Sister. So we saw Just Read My Book come out. And then today, and I was wondering what happened to Dovie yesterday. I was thinking that Dovie was going to milk this situation on yesterday. She came on once in the morning. She was talking stuff, and I was waiting on her to come live. And I was definitely waiting on her to go live after Just Read My Book went live. But Dovie was nowhere to be found. Dovie was in the cut. But however, Dovie did show up this morning. And Dovie was sitting in a green area, a nice green, serene area. And when I came on, Dovie was getting up out of her chair and moving her folding chair that she was sitting in. And I was like, oh my God, is Dovie out there, just plotted on somebody's front yard because she has nowhere to go? I was so worried. And then people in the chat told me, no, she's with her aunt, and they're getting ready. She's in Georgia, and they're getting ready to go somewhere. So Dovie, in fact, was, Dovie was in the great outdoors, chilling like a villain, unbothered, sitting back and relaxing. And I thought that was like something to see. So Dovie was sitting back and relaxing in the park like nothing ever happened. Dovie was out there like this with her bag. And Palm Burrito, shout out to Palm Burrito for Lipstick Alley for this picture. Dovie was out there with her bag, chilling in the great outdoors, unbothered, didn't have to sniff no cat pee. So Dovie was out there chilling, and then she got up, and her aunt told her that they were ready to go, and Dovie got up, and Dovie hopped in a motherfucking Cadillac, and with her Air Jordans on, and she was like, I'm in this Cadillac, and I am going with my family. And Dovie said the strangest thing. Dovie said, well, why don't I get one of those pods to pack my stuff in so I can move my stuff? And I'm just like, well, Dovie, didn't you just have like 2 suitcases and maybe a trash bag full of shit? What the fuck you need a whole goddamn pods for? But Dovie is always thinking smart. So if she's in Georgia and if her home is in North Carolina, you can get a pod, and you can probably take that pod to North Carolina and from Georgia, and you can not give them the proper destination. You can tell them you're going to California and you're going to drop it off in California, and then Dovie could have kept that pod, and she could have made a tiny house out of that pod and never have to be insecure about where she's going to live again. So I'm thinking that Dovie was trying to get a pod so she can make herself a tiny house and have some place to go and be. So that's what I'm thinking. That's just how I'm thinking. I'm thinking Dovie wants to get a pod so she can turn it into a tiny house and be secure. So while Dovie was over there talking about and disputing the things that just read my book was saying about her, I know just read my book was over there taking notes. I know just read my book was sitting over there, and Sugarfoot was sitting over there, and just read my book was like, what this bitch talking about? I know that she was over there taking notes on Dovie, because Dovie was saying that she shared the pills with something like she shared the pills with Just Read My Book. She said that Just Read My Book was putting hands on her daughter, and she said Read My Book didn't tell the truth about the cleaning products. Just Read My Book did make a statement about Dovie was putting too much food in the refrigerator, and she was pushing stuff back, and it was making the other stuff go, spoil. Well, goddamn, I ain't complaining about nobody putting no motherfucking food in my refrigerator. And if the stuff in the back is spoiling, that means the stuff in the front is good. So throw the shit in the back out, because obviously you ain't eating it. Get the fuck out of here. And I ain't complaining about nobody putting $300 worth of groceries in my refrigerator. I don't know where they do that at, but Just Read My Book had an issue with Dovie putting all that food in her refrigerator. But it's her house and she can have an issue. But I'm just saying Ronnie Q would not have an issue. I am not. I'm not going to hell. Hey Mimi, how you doing? Sugarfoot looking good. So Dovie was sitting there taking notes. Shout out to Palm Reader for that picture. I appreciate that. And Dovie was sitting up there, shooting her stuff. And Dovie was like, had her Air Jordans on. Dovie helped in the Cadillac. And Dovie said, I got 2 more weeks and I'll be in my place. Now, Dovie, Just Read My Book said that you gambled away all your money. And she said when she got in her car, it was so much silver shit in her car that she thought it was glitter at first. And then she said at first she thought that QI was there with that glittery dildo that she took to Washington, D.C. She said she was looking around for that glittery dildo. It was so much glitter in her car. And then she realized that it was stuff from the scratch offs that you have been scratching off so many tickets that it looked like silver glitter in her car. So Dovie, Just Read My Book said you had gambled away all of that money that you had for your security to get into your apartment. Now, Dovie, I did ask you straight up the day that we were helping you get out of there and get to the hotel, and you definitely said that you did have that money and you would not need any money for that. So now, Dovie, Dovie, the people watching, the people are saying, Dovie, don't please have that money, or Pastor Titty is gonna be over there. He making 5 videos a day, but shit, he gonna be making 25 videos a day. If you ain't got the money to move in, Dovie, the children are watching, the prayer warriors are watching, and Jay Wilson is pumping his little peen with tweezers and jizzing all over them jizz rags, trying to get $1 or a penny off of everything that's going on with you, Dovie. So Dovie, girl, please have that money, Dovie. He don't watch you, but he know what you're doing. He don't watch you, Dovie, but he definitely know what you're doing. So there's that. So we hope that Dovie will have her money, and we'll see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this. Now, the other strange thing that I saw with this Dovie situation was, okay, that she's going to stay with this relatives, and the relative seemed really friendly. So I'm wondering, before this 2 weeks out, Dovie, please do not ruin whatever relationship you have with this person who came to pick you up, because that person seemed genuinely happy to see you, just like Just Read My Book did. And that person definitely seemed like they were accommodating. They understood the mission that you were going to be there for 2 weeks, and they were going to help you get to your new apartment and get settled in. So everything looked like it was going fine and swell on today. And so we just gonna and Dovie just rolled off into the sunset in her Cadillac, in her relative's Cadillac, looking good. And Sugarfoot was like, I am glad to see you leave. Sugarfoot was sitting up there with Dovie's old dentures in his mouth, happy that Dovie was gone. So Sugarfoot said he's gonna go out and fucking party now that Dovie is gone. He gonna buy him a grill, and he just gonna chill out now that Dovie's not gone. And just read my book, can mop up her house and not have Sugarfoot spraying to get Dovie out of its territory. So that's what I saw that was going on with them. So now what I saw, it was surprising that I saw it, but I had already talked to you guys about Seven Stars, and over in Lipstick Alley, they gave the baby a baby name. They called the baby 8. So today we found out the baby is in fact -8 because the baby is no more, allegedly. So I know a lot of people were really skeptical, and it was on YouTube, so we're gonna talk about it. So a lot of people, let me close this poll because I know a lot of people were skeptical about her even being pregnant. So was okay. So I'm gonna put a poll up, and I want you guys to answer. Um, I want you guys to answer. What do you think? Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave this poll up for 5 minutes. Was Seven Stars with child? Yes or no? So, what do you think? I am of the opinion. It just seemed to me like it was something to try to have more interaction with ODS, who had stopped responding to her, and I am of the opinion that she was using that as a ploy to have some type of contact with him, and that's what I think. And I think that it did not work. Like ODS is like old in the game. Hey Liz, how you doing? UNC girl, what's going on? Diana for Brooklyn. Um, ODS is old in the game. He's an old head in the game of impregnating women and then just walking away. This is based on Seven's own words. So I don't understand how she thought that that would be a successful tactic if that was in fact just a ploy to lure him back to her side and have some more interactions with him so she can get an official closing or reunite or anything with him. I just didn't see it for that whole situation. But I talked about it on my last live. Drunk Mink, where you been? Good to see you, girl. Hey, Spicy Dicey. Hey, K Chanel. Trisha, how you doing? I talked about it on one of my last lives that I think that Seven Stars was giving us hints that she was no longer pregnant. But she was saying things like she's planning a trip to Vegas with her friends, and she's going zip lining, and she think that it's going to be more opportune for her to hang with her friends who do not have any children at all. So yeah, it seemed like Seven Stars was giving us a lot of clues that there was no baby. But so I put the poll up, and you guys can take the poll and see what's up. I saw, hey, Miss Toby, hey, ODS. I saw in LSA that she went on a platform and made this announcement that there was no baby. And I really can't say, I really say I'm not surprised. That's all I can say about it. I'm just not surprised. And I hope she can go on and get past this. Hey, I can't move. I can't. You want to see my toe ring? You're going to have to go to the first floor, girl. My foot is dead. So my foot is hanging down on the first floor. Motherfuckers say I got a dead foot. So shit, you got to drop your cash app if you want to see my toes on the first floor, not on the second floor. Okay? Get with it. Understand what is going on. Okay. So I don't think that I don't think that. I just don't think it was. I just never thought it was. But I was just waiting on the story to play out, and the story has played out, and it was just a played out story. I mean, uh, women have been some women, not all women. Some women have been using that ploy forever. Seven, if that was not a ploy, if you really did have the operation, the procedure, should I say, I don't see how. Okay, so this is my contention. Okay, so seven said that it was done last month because, of course, people were trying to count months and say, well, that was awful late in the pregnancy, and how many weeks was she, and this, that, and the other. So seven said that she actually had the procedure in June. So therefore, fuck you, bitches, and goodbye. However, there's this testy little thing that I just want to show you. I just, I like a good screen share. Oh, UNC girl, may I? UNC girl, do I have permission? I need to see a yes in the chat, or I'm gonna have to put up my disclaimer thing and play it anyway. But no, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. But if I have your permission to play a little clip from a live that was done last month, and last month that would be July, not June, where Seven Stars joined the Holes with Hearts panel to talk about her impending pregnancy and how she had everything under control and how everything was all good. So I don't see UNC girl. Okay, she's laughing at body. Heather, can I play a portion of you guys' video? Okay, let me share screen. Okay, so oh my goodness. But then what you do with my envelope? Look, my dog. No, let me see. My dog is sitting on my timestamps. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Let me make sure you guys can see the screen. Okay, you guys can see the screen. This is from Snowing in Miami, Hoes with Hearts. Let me drop the link in the chat so you guys can peruse it for yourself anytime you want to. So this happened 1 month ago. It says right here 1 month ago. So that would be June. Today is August 17th. So that's roughly around June 17th, before or after. 1 month ago. I mean July 17th, 1 month ago. Definitely not in June. Okay, so she said that she had the procedure in June, but she's having quite a rambunctious conversation about said child. So this is Host with Hearts link that I just dropped in the chat of this live, and you guys can peruse it at your leisure. But I just want to share. I just want to show that you hear a little bit of the conversation that went on during this live.
Not trying to date.
Well, then ghost him. Why'd you have
But
to
I
go and
can't
make
ghost
me
him.
so?
That conclusion,
Like,
because
what
I
am I
never said
missing?
yeah, you kind of you put them in a high.
Oh,
Bully Blue,
and I can't just like that about a person.
Yeah.
somebody's breaking up. Who said what?
What you say, Carolina?
But I mean, like, are you talking to someone like therapy as far as addressing why you need it that much to that extent? I hope I'm making sense.
I see what you're saying. I don't really think it was that much to that extent. It was just, imagine being like a hermit. You know what I mean? Like that's how I usually live my life. I'm very reclusive. I can count all my friends like on one hand, that I've been down with for like years. But when you come out of that and you feel like somebody's bringing you out of that, yeah, you kind of you put them in a higher regard. So as far as who I'm talking to, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not on anybody's couch or anything. I'm not saying that.
I think you should be 7. And I will say this: one of my aunts was very pregnant when she met her husband. And when I say very pregnant, I'm saying she was like about to deliver. And that man signed the birth certificate and that, knowing damn well that ain't his baby. But he definitely, like moved on and signed the birth certificate. And now that child is like 20.
Okay, so I'm gonna save some anonymity. So you hear that there was a healthy conversation going on, trying to encourage her, trying to let her know that you can move on. With your child, you can even move on. You can even meet a person while you're still pregnant. You never know what is ahead of you. So there was a healthy conversation being and some encouragement given to her.
No, absolutely not. Thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, you handle it how you want to handle it, but I do think that even in this fucked up ass sector, that it is good to hear different perspectives. Now we've been over here clowning and drinking and shit all night, but all jokes aside, I do wish you well. And now I did feel a little way towards you, and we ain't gonna get into that. But it don't have shit to do with what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But I can come to you, woman to woman, and just tell you that you'll be fine. You'll.
Okay, so it got a little heated later on, but it just it's funny that the whole experience that was told was that it was a whole negative experience, that people were there to attack, but there were people there giving her some solid advice and trying to support her in this pregnancy that she said she was in the month of July. So you guys can go over and listen to it for yourself.
You'll raise your kid how it'll go exactly how you want it to go. If you feel stressed, because having a child, it can fuck with you mentally. And I think that's just naturally because your body's all out of whack, your hormones are all out of whack. If you feel like you need to speak to someone, even before you have the baby, make sure you do that. Always be open to therapy. That's all I'm asking of you. Because you'll be.
Carolina Blue, she was drunk as hell. She's one of them drunk. She probably one of them drunks who cries and stuff. So there's that.
Yeah, all right, Seven. You'll be fine.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, like she'll be fine. Like raising a baby is hard. Ain't no books.
Yeah.
Ain't no, when depending on how you go about it, I would say as a Black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know, but Seven, I'm in California also, so I will tell you this. Because I've birthed all of my children in California, and trust and believe these people will look for any damn reason to to put a case on you, bitch. So I would say stay ready. I would say
trust me. That's kind of why I kind of fell back a little bit from putting so much information on YouTube, because that's what it's all going to boil down to. Who can put a case on me, who can stress me out and try to come and snatch at my kid.
The doctors and nurses in general, because they do not want us as Black women to procreate Black children. They don't want us to have Black male children, basically. So
okay, so that's what I wanted you guys to hear. So she got some good advice during that live, but when she was warned that they would try to put a case on you, her only understanding was like what is going on with the man and his wife and all this type of stuff. But she didn't understand that they were talking in a realm about the child and the importance of having like good stable mental health, that so that nothing would happen to her child. So she was definitely pinpointed in on things other than she didn't receive the information, in my viewpoint, well, but it was definitely given to her. Now there you guys can go and see how it ended if you want to. Hey, a view is a view. Yeah, so there's that. So I'm gonna let me see what you guys have said on this poll. Let me close this poll out, and we're gonna see what you guys said on the poll. Okay. Oh, you guys are still voting. Okay, I'm gonna close the poll out at 6:24 and see what you guys think about. Um, see what you guys think about if she was really pregnant at all. So it's just an opinion. It's not fact, but it came on YouTube, and based on what was shown on YouTube, a lot of people have some opinions, and um, this is what we do on YouTube. Sit down, and discuss what you think about it. Another baby alive in the sector? No, not no. No, as of today, we know that that did not happen. Oh my God, leave her alone. Ooh, they must have been talking about you. That's the only person you want to be left alone. Okay, so what date was that live? I didn't see a date. I was looking for a date on that live. It just said 1 month ago. So if you and C Girl, you can tell me how to find the exact date of that live. It said 1 month ago, so that can be anything in the last month. So, but it definitely doesn't seem like that live was done in June because we're here at the 17th of August. So it couldn't be that. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. They broke up around May 17th. That's when I may officially ghosted. Do the math, Ronnie Q. Okay. Okay, so even when they broke up, I think they were together like I don't know how long they were together. So she did put up a post about the date. This is the date when you were conceived, when she was putting up memorabilia post to the kid. But I don't know what day she said she was conceived. So technically, if they broke up May 17th, sometime in June means she was like 1 to 2 months with child. So I don't know. But okay, let me close this poll, and we're going to see what you guys had to say on the poll about what you believe, and the results are now in. Okay, was 7 with child? 83% of you think she was not, and only 16% say that she was, and that was out of 165 people voting. So that is the broader opinion of the chat. And so at this time, I'm going to open my link to invite anybody up who may want to have any comments about the situation. You don't have to come up if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome to come up and chit chat with me about any of the topics that we had today. While we're waiting to see if anybody wants to come up, I'm gonna pin the link. Okay. You and C Girl, you're pinning the holes with hearts link. Thank you again. Okay, the link is pinned if anybody wants to come up. Now, while I'm waiting, hold on. While I am waiting, I guess I can I guess I can address some dumb people. Okay, Ronnie Q, did you see my answer? Oh, that's what you were saying on 7/1. Okay, the video was made on July 1st. Okay, so that's when the video was made. So she said she had taken care of the situation. Today, she said she had taken care of the situation medically in June, but on July 1st, she was on there talking about the future plans for said never to be born child. So it is what it is. So I thought that was interesting. So I want to talk to you now while I'm waiting for anyone. Anybody, you're more than welcome to come up. I have a question because this person has been like really missing in action. And have you guys seen Olivia? Is Olivia still down at the waterfront, hit motherfucker with chairs and shit? What the fuck is Olivia the Oracle? I don't give a fuck. Thank you, palm reader. I don't give a fuck for the picture. But because the last time she came in my life, she was on some dumb shit. But Olivia the Oracle has been missing in action. So if you want to put out a bat signal and make sure Olivia the Oracle is okay, you guys are more than welcome to do so. I pray that she's in good health. I don't dislike anybody that much because they came on my panel and did some fuck shit. But I hope that Olivia the Oracle is in good health. So if anybody have seen her, or if you guys have a way, and she usually communicate with people via them leaving a message under one of her videos. So if you're worried about Olivia the Oracle, please give her a shout out and let her know that you guys are thinking about her if you are. So let's talk about this fat bitch. Let's talk about this big barrel belly bitch. Tracy had the motherfucking gall to sit up in Mother's chat talking dumb shit. See, Tracy, James said a statement. Oh no, we don't dock. See, when Tracy heard him say that, she said, "No, we dox. I'm with it. I'm with doxing." Well, Tracy, if you with doxing, how come you don't dox a motherfucking water company to have water in your motherfucking house? And not find out until 3 days later that you don't have water in your house, bitch. If you dox, bitch, why don't you dox a pair of motherfucking pants that can go over them box built hips you got on with that motherfucking G-string that's so straight across them non-existent hips, it looks like a motherfucking ruler. You straight back, bitch. Tracy, if you so keen on doxing, hoe, bitch, how come it is that your funky ass ain't figured out a way to dock some wig glue for that fucked up fried up ass wig? Why don't you dox that, hoe? Dox that, you funky bitch. Bitch, why don't you dock some earrings that wasn't created in 1987, hoe? You motherfucking beauty supply shop wearing earring having hoe, you cheap bitch. Bitch, why don't you dock something to get them rat turds off the side of your face, bitch, since you like doxing so much, you motherfucking inbred looking whore, you motherfucking big nose bitch. Bitch, why don't you dock some wig glue? And bitch, your fucking eyes are quite jaundiced looking, bitch. What were you doing down there when you was in Detroit? Did you pick up more bad habits? Because we know you would do anything when you get with a nigga who you met 15 minutes on the internet and go down there and do any type of fuck shit, bitch. Why your eyes yellow, hoe? What the fuck you was smoking down there in Detroit, bitch? Because we know you a dingy ass bitch and you'll do anything to fit in. Your motherfucking slew fit ass funky bitch. Shut the fuck up, motherfucking hoe. Bitch, you dox and you will be crying, bitch. That's the only thing you will get out of a dox, bitch, because ain't nothing in your life better than, bitch. I believe Uppity lives better than you, bitch. I believe Uppity lives better than you, bitch. Because at least Uppity has her motherfucking security and she ain't begging, oh, it's rent time. Oh, it's time to pay rent. Oh, it's time to pay rent. That's why you have to slide your ass out in them 1983 fashions and go to work, bitch. You should have been working all the time. Bitch, I don't know what type of YouTube sensation you thought you was going to be, but real life showed up for your ass. Real life really showed up for your ass. And unlike Jay Wilson, who riding around Uber, who riding the motherfucking treads off his motherfucking tires while you're making 15, 11 videos a day, bitch, you don't even have a motherfucking car. Bitch, you working and riding the bus. Bitch, just go on and go live on the motherfucking bus stop and on the motherfucking bus, bitch. You can get some more lives in, ho. Do like Jay Wilson, bitch. We know you catching the bus. Bitch, you may have met somebody where you carpooling, bitch, but we know you ain't got no car, you broke, bitch. Shut the fuck up, fucking cunt. Okay, so this is this motherfucker sitting up running her soup coolers. Oh, flat booty, funky ass bitch sitting up talking shit. Oh, poverty ridden will fuck anything that asks her to open her funky coochie, sitting up talking shit with this big ass barrel belly. 7, I think I found your baby. I think it's in this big motherfucking barrel gut right here. I think I found Seven's baby. I think that's where it is. In this motherfucking big gut bitch. Motherfucker, look at that bitch and all I feel. This is Sugarfoot. You okay? Don't look, Sugarfoot. Close your eyes, Sugarfoot. You'll be all right. Got Sugarfoot over here sick. God damn it, you fucking cunt. Why you do that to Sugarfoot? God damn it. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. It's a damn shame. I'm gonna call PETA on that bitch. If I call PETA on her, they're gonna motherfucking send the dog catchers out and to put her down. They're gonna think I'm calling PETA on her and not because she fucked up Sugarfoot. Ooh, chat. Ooh, chat. Anyway, so you guys are more than that song is on backwards. Ain't no damn way Tracy shaped. Yeah, Tracy is shaped like that. Yes, she is. Hey, Doreen, truly blessed. How you doing? Hey, Riri, how you doing? If I didn't have a car, I would save $800 a month, but I have to be able to go. Yeah. I don't think Tracy have any job skills to even earn $800 a month. I think the only way, Tim was right. Hey, Can I H? How you doing? Tim made a video the other day and he was talking about YouTube, and he was talking about that he's not making as much money on YouTube that he actually used to make. And Forbes has come out with an article that YouTube is just really fucking over people AdSense check. I don't live off my AdSense like people. Some people do. Tim was doing some good things with it with his AdSense check and helping to send some money to his mother to help, keep her comfortable as all of his siblings were doing. So he was really discouraged about that. And he said he's going to go live more regular. And he understands now that's why Jay Wilson, it go live 11 times a day. But, Jay Wilson, he's independently wealthy and he does this for a coin. Well, you truly are doing it for negative coins at this point, because there's the article out in Forbes that's saying that YouTube is individually answering people who may write to them or use their help center to find out what the fuck going on with my check, because it's happening with everybody. They said over the last month, people's AdSense have gone down anywhere between 60 and 90%. This one person said that he was making over, I don't want to lie. He said he was making over 300, let me see. I don't want to lie. I think he said he was making over $300 per video, and then the very next day he started making $6 to $7 on his video. So YouTube has answered people independently about this, but when you call them, they'll say, okay, well, we see the problem and we got it fixed. And then it'll be fixed for a couple of hours. And then the same thing happens again. So YouTube is, making money off of content creators, making money off of the AdSense, and they're just not paying people. So the person who wrote the article for Forbes actually contacted YouTube over a 9-day span because they wanted to get their story out, and Google ignored them totally and would not return any of their phone calls, would not answer any of their questions. So Tim was right on top of it with that, with what he was saying. Okay. This one person said, I contacted YouTube support at least 20 times. The first few times they denied that it was a problem. Then they acknowledged the problem and said it would be fixed. After a few weeks, they still said it needed to be fixed. Then they said it was already fixed. The first time I contacted I was told that I had invalid traffic. Invalid traffic means when you buy troll farms to view your videos, to get your watch hours up, to falsely increase your numbers. So a lot of people have been told this standard line like, oh, you buy in views, you're buying views. So that's the thing they put out on them first. And then these people are persistent, and YouTube is just like saying, fuck you. That's the bottom line. They're just saying, fuck you. Okay, this one blogger shared his views sourced directly from YouTube analytics of 62,000 views. Only of 62,000 views, only 355 or 0.5% was external, meaning coming from sources other than YouTube. Because the thing is, how can YouTube tell you that you have invalid users when they control the algorithm? They are the ones who are, you're reading that now, they are the one who control the algorithm and put you in the algorithm. And you have 335 videos out of 62,000, and they're telling you that you're buying views. Like, get out of here. And your check is off up to 90%. So YouTube, Google is definitely doing some strange things for some change. And it may be some extra dry bigging and stuff in the house of the funky pastor pretty soon. And let me say something else. The other day was just necessary, but I'm done. The other day was necessary, and I'm done. I had talked to several confidants about the things that have been going on, showing screenshots, timestamps of individuals who I trusted, of actually all the things that have been going on. And I'm done. There's no way to pretend like what I said was going on with this fucking fool was actually being done, because there have been and believe you me, everything is recorded, and believe you me that I'm in fear of my life. I'm scared. I am in fear of my life. Okay, because what's going on is unacceptable, and I'm afraid, and I am in fear of my life. So this person is harassing me. I want them to leave me alone, to stop harassing me, because I am in fear of my life, and I'm not playing. This person, every time I fucking move, this person is out telling lies, and doing the thing that I actually said that they were doing. And so it has been proven. The recordings are recorded. So I'm in fear of my life. And I just need to put that out there and let everybody know. Bitch, are you crazy? Bitch, are you crazy? I ain't mean to call you bitch, but girl, are you crazy? No, it ain't no goddamn Rodney. Rodney just want to be seen and ain't got shit to say but some dumb shit. Rodney believe anything this motherfucking lying ass motherfucker say. Anything this lying ass motherfucker say. Motherfuckers had me in a wheelchair for years, and then they had to bite their motherfucking tongues when they saw me clearly walking around, strolling around, up on my toes and all this type of stuff. But see, motherfuckers who are dumb believe anything dumb motherfuckers say. See, I'm not going to argue with dumb motherfuckers. And how can a motherfucker who admittedly call themselves dumb think that dummy Q is a word that's going to stick on me? How can a motherfucker who cannot talk about anything that goes on in the world outside of YouTube going to be able to think that calling Ronnie Q dummy Q is a hit? Bitch, the context of what I speak on lets you know that Ronnie Q has never been a dummy Q. But child, go sit your ass down, motherfucker, and clear up their cough. And Jay Wilson, I would never tell somebody I had sciatica, bitch, because you never could tell nobody you have sciatica, because you get so much dick thrown up in your asshole, your motherfucking sciatic nerve is always getting a workout. You get so much random dick thrown up your ass, your sciatic nerve is thoroughly exhausted, so it cannot get tense, motherfucker. And Jay Wilson, you'd never tell anybody you have sciatica like it is such a shaming thing. Bitch, it's a tight motherfucking muscle. It's a tight motherfucking muscle. You stretch it out, you dumb bitch. You would never tell anybody that. But Jay Wilson, here's what I would never do. I would never sit up and shop for a random peen on motherfucking dick fuck sites and be embarrassed and have somebody to ask me what they need to bring to this rendezvous where I'm meeting them for the first time and tell them the only thing they have to do is bring the lube. See, that's some shit I would never do, Jay Wilson. You sitting up here touting all the benefits of that prep you were selling, and then now you're gonna come back and try to say, "Oh, I already had condoms at home." Motherfucker, you ain't had no motherfucking condoms at home because you was on that prep tip. Everything was prep. You was selling prep. That's how it was on that site where you lost your job because you was sitting at home making videos, and while you supposed to been selling prep, and then you sitting up saying you was on that site because you was selling prep, bitch. You didn't have no motherfucking condom. See, Jay Wilson, that's something I would never tell nobody, that I was on that motherfucking dick site because I was selling prep, bitch. You told a motherfucking stranger to come over to your house, to your home, nonetheless. See, that's something I would never do. Shopping for dick on a motherfucking dick app, and then having that motherfucker come to my actual home and tell them that all they need to do is bring the lube. Jay Wilson, if you ever disclose anything about any fucking ailment you have, motherfucker, it would not have as many letters as sciatica do. It would only have 3 to 4 letters, you nasty, dirty, fucking sitting on raw dick fucking motherfucker. You are a motherfucking clown, Jay Wilson. And Rodney, you a clown too. Rodney, you sat over there in Ness's channel and said you fucked a nigga in some bushes. Motherfucker, you a motherfucking animal. You motherfucking sit up here with your ass cheek out selling ass on motherfucking Twitter. You think I care what these dumb motherfuckers say? See, it's the dumbness for me. And barbecue, that ain't hitting. That's corny as you are, Jay Wilson. Every time you say barbecue, it shows what a corny motherfucker you are. Motherfucker, you need to get up with a gut better grade of motherfuckers and tell somebody to write your reads like 7 Stars did. You need to do better, Jay Wilson, because you a dirty dick sucking motherfucker that is laughable. Just totally fucking laughable. Hey, Jacars, how you doing? Busy in the bushes, yeah, and thought that was something to tell somebody. These motherfuckers are just straight clowns. But that's all I have to say. If you guys want to add anything to the commentary, I know I may have missed something in this Dovie situation, but I feel that this Dovie situation is going to be, really perking up this weekend. I definitely believe. Hey, meow, meow, meow. I definitely believe that this situation is just going to go a little bit further because, like I said, people who depend on YouTube money are not getting YouTube money, as proven by the number of videos that you see Jay Wilson popping up on saying the same goddamn thing about the same goddamn topic, like he has something to add to it. And it was so fucking funny when Uncle Viv finally signed him. Well, Viv, I told Viv, let go of it, Viv. Don't help Dovie out with that Dovication. And Viv, when after I told her, she didn't do it. But Viv finally came out and opened her motherfucking bearded, her motherfucking mustache upper lip and her bearded chin, and finally said, well, I had already decided I was gonna pull out, and I talked to Bruh Jay. To get a final confirmation, but I had already decided that I wasn't gonna help Dovie no more. Now, Jay Wilson, you marched your fucking big hip ass around YouTube talking about you were the one who destroyed Dovication by telling Vivian to pull out. Now, this motherfucking bearded bitch finally got the nerves to say she had already decided to pull out. So there's that as well. So that's it. All right. B Sector Clicks, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Not Dirty Dick Rodney and Nasty Man Wilson. Yes, Dirty Dick Rodney and Dirty Dick Wilson as well. So that's all I have. Let me see. I hate to depend on Cash App. I'd hate to depend on Cash App to pay anything minor and major. I would hate to depend on Cash App to get a motherfucking manicure. I'd hate to depend on anything that is as unstable and volatile as somebody in Cash App. And Tim made a good point. Was it Tim? Tim made a good point. He said that, I think it was Tim. He said that Cash App can change the rules of what. No, it was a lawyer. It was a lawyer. I watched this channel called The Civil Rights Attorney, and he always do videos of people's who are getting their civil rights violated, and he'll tell you, watching the police body cam, and he'll tell you line for line what the police are doing that are breaking your rights. So I always watch him. But he came out with a video today with a update on one of the cases he was doing, and he couldn't show the video. He also has a website. He said it's weird how YouTube does this. They won't allow me to show the same video that they allowed me to show 6 months ago when I first ran this story. And he said that YouTube seems to do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. And they can go back in your videos that they have already approved 6 months to a year later and then say you've broken the guidelines because they've changed their guidelines. So I definitely would not depend on YouTube for anything like that. YouTube is like really getting over. And YouTube, Google, and Elon Musk are some of the biggest benefactors of another story that I spoke about. Oh my God, I'm having a brain freeze. There I would think about it. I did the story earlier, and it just shows how Google and these other companies are. Google and Elon Musk are some of the biggest benefactors of those mines in the Congo, where there are. I did the story of my last live, where they have all these children, digging for hand in the Congos to get the lithium for batteries for cell phones, computers, and motorized cars. And then they take the lithium that they mine by hand in unclean, unhealthy ways. They take it, and a truck comes up, and they put the lithium in their trucks, and then they drive it to the real mines, and they act as if that they didn't get all this lithium dug up by child labor. So Google is and Elon Musk is hiding behind this farce that all their lithium come from real professional mines, but when in fact this is what they're doing. So these big corporations are robbing Africa of all its wealth. The Congo has been ripped and killed off, and are steadily killing people off to mine for these millionaires and billionaires, and all they're getting is crushed to death and no other way of sustaining their life, when in fact these millionaires and billionaires are sending rockets up to the moon. That's what I wanted to say. So I had to tie it back in because I had to remember what I was talking about on that. So like the diamonds in South Africa, exactly. So and like everything, uranium and everything that they're ripping it, Africa apart, the gold, the diamonds, the rubies. Let's not forget that Elon Musk's dad allegedly purchased some I think it was a sapphire or a ruby mine. It wasn't his purchase because it wasn't the person who sold it to him to sell, and that's how he grew up in wealth, because allegedly they had purchased this ruby mine. But so that's how he came up rich and wealthy. So it goes back generation for Elon Musk. You are robbing Africa. Elon Musk is a South African, and that's how his father obtained wealth for his family. So if you don't know about Elon Musk and the things that he is up to, I've yet to see a mine that is professional. Look less to the West Virginia and the coal mines. Look no less to the West Virginia coal mines. Exactly. So I played a clip. And if you want to look at the story, just Google the Congo mines, and you will see some sad stories. Women with newborn babies strapped to their back, digging in human holes that cave in on people and kill so many people, just so you can get a cell phone powered by these millionaires and billionaires. And they had promised to build some infrastructure and other things in these regions when they put forth a proposal to come there and dig. And of course, they've done nothing but basically have all these people having no other out. If they want to eat, that's what they have to do to eat, because there's nothing there, nothing. So there's that. So anyway, that's it for me. And I see nobody want to come up and have a conversation. You're more than welcome. 5, 4. Anybody? Yes, look at what they were trying to do with What is that? Barbarian in Wakanda. Shut up. Shut up. Yes, he's from South Africa. You shut up. Hey, Boss Lady, New Jersey. Blood diamonds, exactly. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about. And that's it. So you're a fool. Thanks for joining me, and you guys have a good day. And I may be back tomorrow because there was another topic that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't even talk about the Trump indictment. So I want to talk about some things, but I just needed to get on this beef sector stuff because one of my mods say, "Oh, she be boring to people with all that stuff." But anyway, I got to do what I got to do. I got to talk about what I got to talk about. So spread love and light along the YouTube streets as you go along your way today. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Hit the like button on your way out. I'd like to thank you, ENC Girl, my mod, for showing up. I didn't see my other two mods. If I didn't see you, please forgive me. And I'd like to thank all of you guys who came out to join the show with me. I appreciate you so much. Have a good day.